Good evening. Welcome to another stream. It's me, TheGeekDaddy. We're back after a little so-called break. Yeah, things, like I say, have been happening. Lots going on elsewhere. So the streams and things have been a little bit sort of sporadic. Hoping we can get back to that. I'm going to turn the menu music down a little bit. Yes, hello Jason. Who are you? Yes, so yes, I have some time, not at a meeting tonight, so figured we go live. This is the second of the streams tonight. Today, we were streaming this afternoon over the lunchtime period with The Precinct, which came out yesterday, and we've been playing through that. The video of that stream should be up on the channel now. Tonight, we are back playing trains, of course, as is the way on a Wednesday. And you were streaming this afternoon? Yes, I was, between 11 and 1, Jason. We were streaming the Precinct. It did go out on the Discord. It should have alerted people on the Discord and what have you. But yes, I was. So that video is online for you to watch back at your leisure. Tonight, we are running a viewer's choice. If I bring the title screen up, it's probably going to be the wrong title screen. Yeah, not that one. But it's viewer's choice. In the Discord a little while ago, I did put a little poll up asking people for their choice. And the popular choice, although there were only 3 votes, one at the bot, one was me and one was Dougie, there were, however, 3 votes for West Coast Mainline Preston to Carlisle. So, good evening, Great Western Photography. Welcome to the stream. Thank you. It was on the beach at that time anyway. Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, if the weather was good, why wouldn't you be on the beach? Yes, absolutely. Good evening, Great Western Photography. So yes, the popular choice on our Discord was West Coast Mainline Preston to Carlisle with an 87. So we are going to do that, of course, looking forward to the 86 coming out. I did also put on there the option to play one of the Thomas routes or a timetable service with Thomas because it is his 80th birthday. I think it was this week or it was the 12th of May or something like that. It is coming up. So he's 80 years old, so I figured we would do something with him. But anyway, before the time runs away with us too much, let's get into a timetable service with the 87. Yeah. Nobody asked you. I want... let's go with that one, red buffers. I don't think I've run that one before. We have... there's a 2-hour service. Still train. Or we can drive a passenger service. We'll drive a passenger service. That one there seems like a good one to run. From Preston to Carlisle. No one likes Thomas. Hey. Well, actually, you did ask me. Did I? Did I ask you? What? What's wrong with Thomas? Nothing wrong with Thomas. Jason just doesn't like steam. The only train that Jason likes is a 101. Every other train is rubbish. What's wrong with Thomas? Exactly. Yeah, there we are. Right. I was trying to work out what else I needed to do. Oh, the bingo. I was going to show the bingo card. Hopefully, that is clear. It's not clear. Let's clear that off. So as you can see, the bingo card is back. We've got that going as well. We've got SPAD. We'll go along the top, left to right and then down. So SPAD, shut the doors mentioned. Geek Daddy blames Jason. We forget what we were saying. Blames the chat. Overshoot. Breaks the train. The washing machine has finished running. I don't even know if it's on, but if it comes up, it comes up. Politics corner. I'm sure that's bound to happen. There's a lot going on in politics. Steam is better traction. Yes. The Geek Daddy mentions he's been on the route. Heckled by Tash Amelia the cat. Tech issues. Those are our bingos. In fact, I technically think you've already had a bingo because Amelia did shout out. So she's given you a bingo straight off the bat. Thanks, Amelia, for that. You're welcome. That's not what you're there for. Bottom 3. So you get a bingo for that. There we go. Into the route then. Diesel is much better. You're having an argument between yourselves about diesel and steam. I'll let you crack on with that yourselves. We'll get the old keyboard out and we'll get everything set up. Amelia, shush, please. You've made your point. That's enough now. Unisolated. We'll change the cab end. There we go. And we'll put my headphones on so I can hear properly. There we are. Right. The doors are unlocked. We've got the AWS is on. Headlight is on. Reverser to forwards. He is having an argument with Steam Enthusiast. Bet365 have got you at 4-1 odds on favourite for Spad at Carlisle. Well, if you've seen the video, the short video on YouTube, that is doing very, very well for itself. An hour and a half wasted, Spad at the end of an hour and a half run. It has happened before. It will likely happen again. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We are good to go. We'll silence my phone as well. We don't want that going off the whole time. There we are. I think we're all ready to go, more or less, aren't we? Headlight. Don't look like they're on. They don't look like they're on at all. Is the reverser? Did we set the reverser? We did not set the reverser. Lock the doors.
So you don't get bingo.
We do have power now. There we go. The headlight is on now. Laugh. I don't do arguing. I wind people up until they're blue in the face and laugh. My favourite one is, I'm not arguing, I'm explaining to you why I'm right. That's always a good one. So we can get underway, we'll release the brakes. And notch up. And away we go. Forgotten how to drive this one, but we'll get there. We'll get there, we'll get there, we'll get there. There we are. We're moving, it's all good. We'll do an 8 camera as we leave. Another 87 just parked alongside now, with some workmen arguing over something. Oh look, it's Jason and Great Western Photography. They're arguing about diesel is better than steam, steam's better than diesel. There we are. They're having a discussion as we pull out of the station. Into the cab. I started an SNG run at 5 PM. I've still not finished it. SNG. What's SNG, Jason? Oh, Groningen? Is that the one? What is SNG? That's Plymouth and Exeter arguing who's getting 6 points next season. The Dutch sprinter. Oh, yeah, the Dutch sprinter one. Okay. Zwolle Groningen, yeah? I got you. I haven't played that one much. I've got it. So if I remember rightly, somewhere around this side of of Preston is where Tintin's mum lives. So we'll all wave to Tintin's mum. Over that way somewhere, he said. Isn't it? Is it over that way on the right hand side? Jason will tell me. I was surprised you've not tried the new updates for Midland Mainline yet. I might have played a bit of Midland Mainline. I don't think I've played it since the update, no. Left when you get to the bridge. Oh, I see. So somewhere along here then. Ooh. I've got something to show you on Snapchat when you have a moment. Yeah, okay. I see you went and saw D1015 on Saturday. I did. I was at a coffee morning for a political party that I've joined. And yeah, I wandered up to the station having found out that it was coming into Plymouth and went and had a look. And I bumped into a certain Francis Bourgeois whilst I was there. He was on the station platform wandering around. So I went and tapped him on the shoulder and said, "Hi, I follow you on TikTok and YouTube, and I'm a train enthusiast. I play a lot of Train Sim World." And had a chat with him briefly. And then he got accosted and moved along by some people who he was with. So didn't get to talk to him for very long, but did get a photo. So it was very good. And seeing the Western in Plymouth was always a good thing as well. So yeah. I don't know how much time I'm going to get to go down to Plymouth train station and see any other sort of rail tours and things coming in, but I'll certainly keep my eyes open on social media and stuff. If there's anything interesting coming in. Braunton I saw the other year, but I'd quite happily see that one again. I don't know. As and when, really. Evening Techno. Techno's here, everybody. Good to see you. Always good to see you. So we can accelerate a little bit more now. I think we're at full throttle though, aren't we? I don't think we can notch up any further than we are. The next one through is 60163 Tornado. Next Sunday. Ooh. Don't think I've seen Tornado yet. Any ideas what time it's due into Plymouth, for example? Because I might have a wander down. I just have to agree with that. Have to agree with what? What do you have to agree with, Techno? You agree with something. I don't know what you have to agree with. What? Go down and see 60163 Tornado. Always liking seeing. Oh, of course. I always like to see everybody on this stream. Like I say, it's been a little while. No, I always like to see the regulars in the chat. It's always good. Always good to see you. I haven't seen Dougie pop up yet, but I'm sure he's here somewhere. He was here earlier on. 12:40 is the planned time into Plymouth. Okay. I'm sure I can manage that. Next Sunday. I'm not doing anything next Sunday, am I, Tasha? 2 seconds. Tasha, I'm not doing anything next Sunday, am I?
Don't think so.
Okay. I'm going to Plymouth train station. I'm going to see a steam train come in. Amelia can come with me if she wants. Right.
The only
So it's
reason-
technically half-term week
Pretty
because they
much.
break up on the Friday, yeah?
Next Friday they break up.
Right. Okay, fine, sorted, good, yeah. We're going to go see it.
She's got a
Fine.
birthday party this weekend.
Yeah,
and
that's
then-
fine. That's all I needed to know. Can I go and see it? Yes.
Yeah, can I?
I'm going to go see a steam train. Are you okay with that? Yes. That's all I needed. Thank you.
Okay, you both asked and answered that
I'm just
question.
double checking that I'm not doing something else, because if I go and see a steam train and you need me to be somewhere, then I'll be in trouble. There we are. Right, sorted. I shall try and get some photos of 60163 Tornado. I'll take my tripod and what have you. Been very busy recently. How have you been holding up? Yeah, I've been busy too. Lots of stuff going on, wedding plans and political bits and pieces. I'm not going to go too much into the political stuff. It hasn't exactly been the nicest of times there. I'm somewhat regular. Been very busy. Yeah. Yeah. No. Lots going on in Plymouth in terms of that, and where I sit, sort of politically. But like I say, I don't want to get too much into it. I'm not quite ready to go into the realms of politics corner yet this evening, but I'm sure we will get there at some point. So we are off to Lancaster, 12 miles to go. Bingo. Currently swimming in the water after my backup crashed into water on the precinct. Oh no, you're having fun with that, aren't you? She's only just come back from overhaul. Yeah, I did see a post on Facebook of Tornado was going to be doing some mainline runs after being in service under maintenance. So that'll be good. It would be good to see her. She's the most modern steam loco as well, isn't she? She was built fairly recently in terms of steam locomotives. Yeah, currently swimming in the water. Bingo. Yeah, you can have the bingo, Jason. I didn't want to go into politics, but I did briefly mention it, so you can have that. There you go. Yeah, so basically, since we've done the bingo, you've got the bingo for Politics Corner. Basically, I've been a little busy the last couple of weeks going to meetings because Plymouth is holding a referendum for a directly elected mayor, and I have since, well, for lots of reasons, I've left the Labour Party and have since joined the Liberal Democrats, which will make my dad very proud and very happy, of course, because he is a Liberal Democrat himself. And since then, I've been getting a lot of harassment and attacks and things from my former colleagues in the Labour Party in Plymouth. So yeah, it's not been the greatest of times. And of course then I've been doing wedding stuff and sorting out wedding lists and sending out invites and getting replied. And just trying to work out where we are with the planning. So it has been fairly busy. And, you know, I'm trying not to be too busy with the politics stuff, but it is kind of dragging me in because Labour will not let it go. They think their way of winning voters back is to attack them, is to attack their former members. Crazy stuff. Tornado is a favourite loco. I will get some photos just for you, Great Western Photography. Definitely. I shall get some photos. You should come to Plymouth and we should meet up somehow. We should arrange to do that and actually meet up and take some photos together or something. Let's try and make that work at some point. Definitely. I'd be up for that. 85 miles an hour. We don't appear to be under any power. I have a feeling we went over a neutral section. But yeah, Dougie's playing the precinct. He's had a lot of fun with it. He was watching the stream. He's enjoying it. If you haven't had a look, the precinct is basically it's made by the team that did American Fugitive, which is sort of a semi-top-down GTA sort of clone thing. If you're thinking sort of old school GTA, pre-3D, so sort of the top-down GTA stuff before GTA 3. It's like that, and the precinct sees you being a police officer in a fictional 80s city, and it's lots of fun. It's very good fun. And if you want to see a bit more of it, then the stream from today, from this afternoon, is on the channel. We've got 5.5 miles. I'm sure we had 12 miles to go when I said it. We're now down to 5.4 miles to Lancaster, which is our first stop on our run. Principal stations only, of course. Lancaster and Carlisle are our stops. We're not stopping at Oxenholme, so we don't have to worry about Oxenholming, which is good. Hay bales there. I've been playing a lot of Farm Sim as well recently. And not so much of Kingdom Come and stuff like that. I kind of, yeah, I don't know. I kind of go like that with games. I go through patterns. I'm planning on seeing her at Tiverton Parkway and then head down to Dawlish to catch her there, because she stops on the passing loop south of Tiverton Parkway. So that gives the advantage. Yeah, okay. It's easier for me to get to Plymouth Station, to be honest, or near enough Plymouth Station. I suppose I could go down to Embankment Road and watch her come through the estuary there, but probably just easier for me to get to the train station and see her at the platform, more than anything. And they're usually quite good with me on the station. So I just say, oh, I was hoping to get a photo of the rail tour coming in, and they're usually pretty good. They say, yep, no problem, by all means, as long as I'm not causing a nuisance of myself, which I'm not. They're usually pretty good. AWS is pinging. We've got double yellows. We'll start to slow ourselves down. We are coming into Lancaster now, 2 and a bit miles to go. Pay attention. Oh, I've stuck it into emergency by mistake. Certainly one way of stopping ourselves. I mean, we're quite under speed, but we've only got 1.2 miles. I suppose I could speed up a little bit more. We're not under that red. I mean, have you also heard about DTG selling the GWR license back? Oh, getting the GWR license, yeah. I don't know how much I can say about that. Oh, yes, no. If it's public knowledge that they've got it back, then yes, I can say. Yes, I know. I was waiting for someone to... Yeah. Oh, gosh, hang on. We're still going way too fast here. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's a spad, ladies and gents. That's a spad. GWR, yeah, they've got the license back. For goodness sake, that's not a good start, is it?
Have a quick rinse down. I won't worry about your hair tonight. I do it tomorrow. Have a quick rinse down. I've got your white unicorn night dress, white unicorn dress for tonight for bed.
There we go, ladies and gents. There's your SPAD. I think we will rerun that service. Not gone well. Bet 365 was spot on. Yeah, you cursed it, Jason, almost. Yeah. The SPAD came earlier than we were anticipating. Yeah, and Jason's clipped it already.
Cursed it or called it?
Huh?
Cursed it or called it?
Both. Jason both cursed the stream and called the SPAD out. And he's clipped it as well, of course, for sharing everywhere. Why not?
I can imagine everyone going spam.
I'm going to have some Dr. Pepper because what's the worst that can happen? I can SPAD. It is the worst that can happen. We will immediately restart that service. We will unisolate that. Change over. We'll do that. Headlights on. Master switch. Oh, hang on. Master key on. Chat's fault. Oh, no, chat's fault. One route I want to see is Taunton to Plymouth and maybe Exmouth to and Paynton branches. You're not alone. I have been on at Dovetail for many, many years, as Jason well knows. I have been on at Matt Pendleton and Dovetail for years and years and years, certainly whilst I was a beta tester. Asking them when the Riviera line, including those branches, was going to come. And I'm still hoping. But certainly it will be a very, very popular route if they bring it to Train Sim World, of course. Very, very popular. And of course the Great Western Express remaster. I'd really like to hope that that comes sooner rather than later. Dovetail would take advantage of the license. Oh, absolutely. They should. They've got the license. They should very much take advantage of it. Very, very much. So yeah, I think it's just a case of we'll have to wait and see what Dovetail brings us next for Train Sim World. We are getting close to that summer period where they start to announce or they start to talk about perhaps the next game. Are we going to get a Dovetail showcase? What did they do last year? They did do a showcase, didn't they? Are we going to get a similar thing this year as we got last year when they announced Train Sim World 5? Are we going to get some teasers of Train Sim World 6? Is it going to even be called Train Sim World 6? I think we'll just have to wait and see. Usually it's around August time, isn't it?
It might be.
And then the game comes out sort of September. Huh?
It might be called Train World.
It might just be called Train Sim World, yes. It might even not be called Train Sim World. Yeah, I think we'll just have to wait and see. But if we are trying to talk at a potential Train Sim World 6, I wonder, put it to the chat, what routes would you like to see in the next Train Sim World game? Hang on, I'm going backwards here. Don't make a new one, fix the current version. No, you're quite right, I think. Yeah. But if they were to make a Train Sim World 6, and if that is the next game to come, Riviera line straight off the bat. So the core routes, if we're talking about the 3 core routes that we would get with the next Train Sim World game, what do we hope to see? Great Western Photography is saying Riviera line. Yes, I think that would be a solid choice. I don't know much about American routes, German routes. Of course, there's going to be American and a German route if it's if they're core routes. You'd like to see Riviera line? Yeah, I'd like to see Riviera line. I'd like to see, I'd like to see Great Western Express come out before the next game, but they seem to have gone quiet on it. What? I don't know. Are they holding it back for the next game? Are they going to bring it out just before the next game and it be the last thing that Train Sim World 5 receives? I don't know. I don't know. I'd like to see something different, not a German or American route in the core pack for the next game. So I'd like them to go, this is the new core pack, and it includes, like you say, perhaps a Riviera line or something UK based, and perhaps, you know, perhaps something like Tadami line. We haven't heard much about Tadami line recently. Maybe include that as a core pack. You know, Tadami line, Riviera line, and some American line. Whatever American line we haven't already had. I don't know. I don't know much about American lines. I do have some of the American routes. I barely play them, if at all. Oh, I've just tripped the. I've just tripped that, haven't I? How do we reset that? Where's the circuit breaker? Where's the thing? It's over here, isn't it? Headlight on. I don't have any power going through at the moment. I tripped it. Brake overcharge. Anti-slip brake. Hang on. How do I... Nope. I'm not taking any power. Because I tripped it. That's not going to do it. I think I've broken the train. That might be a bingo. Yes. Break the train. There we are. There's a bingo for you. I have broken the train. I will get the train working. Is there not a power switch somewhere? I've missed it, and that is there, isn't it? Is that it? It's making a noise at me because I've broken it. We've come to a complete stop. Oh, overload reset. It was there the whole time. There we go. It was right in front of me. I knew it was there somewhere. I couldn't find it. we're now going to be late into Lancaster. Better late than never, I suppose, and we'll be more careful going into Lancaster so we don't spad. So yes, Great Western Photography is the only one who's said anything about what they might want to see in the next game. I think Jason's just being very quiet about it because maybe he has insider knowledge of what's coming. Who knows? But yeah, I would be happy if Riviera Line came. I would. Not least because it's a local route. So let's build our speed back up to 110. I'm not saying for reasons. Yes, of course. That's understandable, Jason. I get it. What year would we have it, though? What, Riviera Line? I would think... I would hope for sort of... early privatisation. Maybe sectorisation. Possible. If they've got the GWR license back, then it's possible we would have it with GWR locos, units. So if we think sort of early privatisation, what we're looking at, first Great Western, maybe the early, like the early liveries. So if you think like the Barbie, maybe the Barbie livery, or the fag packet livery, cigarette packet livery, the Merlin livery. I'm just mentioning liveries that I know of, that I've done. I've done on the Midland Main Line, on HSTs. And they are on Creators Club, although I probably need to update them correctly and put them on the Creators Club again, or upload the edited one, the updated versions. Because when they updated Midland Main Line, they changed some of the formations of the HSTs and included, or changed the formation, changed the carriages around, and it messed up the livery. So I've had to go in and fix the liveries that were broken, and they should now be loading. If we have time, I'll show them quickly at the end. We'll see how we get on. So we are now up to 103, 110 is the maximum speed. Hello. You going to bed?
Yeah.
Okay. Good night.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it would be 2022-23, as it shows the change of door list, as the addition of the footbridge and new seawall, and also have it where we have the castle set to run the Cardiff services. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. A 2022-23 timetable, that would work. I'm just thinking, if we have it sort of early privatisation, early first Great Western, etc. We have the potential for having all of those different liveries on the HST. But of course, we could just go full GWR, like you say, 2022-23, with the upgraded doorlish. We could certainly have that. I think the license only includes GWR only.
412 miles per hour.
I'm not sure,
pretty
but I'm
quick.
sure I could find out somehow. Maybe. Maybe. I shall dig around and see what I can find. But yeah, no, you might be right. GWR license only covers GWR, although GWR is of course a subsidiary of First Group, so Uh, having the GWR license probably extends to having the first group license as well. But a must-have is to be able to walk along the seawall. You are absolutely right. Yes, you need to be able to walk along that seawall and stand and watch the trains fly past. That would need to be an absolute must, and they need to do the seawall and the sea justice as well, and that whole estuary section as well, you know, Starcross and what have you. And if they're going to run the route into Exmouth, we need to have all that. I think it'll be fantastic. We'll have to wait and see if it comes at all.
Yeah.
What their plans are. But certainly it's a very, very requested route. Very, very asked for. Very much asked for. 11 miles remaining into Lancaster. Jason can Snapchat me whenever.
Yeah.
I'll just look at it when I've got a minute.
Just slowing down a little bit. It's still going a bit fast.
It's because we're going up a hill, Amelia.
Oh! I didn't know because it doesn't look like a hill.
It's a 0.1% gradient, but it's still a hill. It says up there. That says that we're going up a hill. It's enough to slow us down anyway.
We need to slow down because there's going to be a corner.
What?
There's going to be a turn.
No, there's not.
6. I saw a turn, I don't know why.
We're good, we're good, we're good.
Going 100 miles.
I like the mixed track, the mixed coaches as well. I do like that. It's a nice touch. So what have we got? What unit have we got? Loco have we got? Black Douglas. That's who we've got today on this run. I'm not sure what named Loco we had on the last run when we spad. But we've got Black Douglas tonight on this one.
Black Douglas. I've got a friend named Dougie, but his real name is Douglas.
Hmm?
I've got a friend named Dougie, but his actual name is Douglas.
Yeah. I'll send a snap after the stream. Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Probably safer, to be honest. Probably safer. What are you waiting for? Why are you standing there?
Waiting for Mummy.
Oh, you're waiting for Mummy. Right. 7.2 miles remaining. Speeding slightly.
Yeah, but 112.
That's all right. That's fine.
And you're only supposed to go on 110.
We can go a little bit over. Not too bad. There we go, 110. Now Amelia's happy because we're matching the speed limit. 5.9 miles. We will need to think about slowing down in a little bit.
There's a corner.
It's fine. We can go around that corner. A little bit bouncy.
It's 0.0% of a hill.
Upstairs.
Let's go.
Get
Blind is completely ineffectual.
Okay.
And now I can't find a way to put the blind back up. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm just messing around with camera angles for the minute. We'll jump into cab. We have got yellows coming up. AWS we need to sort out. We do need to get down to 75. Red coming up too. Yes, I know. I'm ready for it this time. Just over a 1 mile left to go for Lancaster. This time we will not spad. We'll try very hard not to spad anyway. There we go. There's the red appearing on the top corner. We're speeding as we come into Lancaster by quite a considerable margin. There's a 101 there on its way to Morecambe. That'll do. We'll play it safe this time. Almost an undershoot. Not quite. Almost, but not quite. Where's that one come from? Oh, it's just, is that just a siding? Yeah, it's just a siding. Lock our doors. Release our brakes. Just pulling out a Lancaster, waiting for the speed increase once we get over this bridge, I would imagine. To 25. Over the river. Let's open the throttle right up now. We can accelerate finally to 100 miles an hour. We'll do that. 58 miles now to Carlisle, straight run. I've just tripped the engine, haven't I? Just tripped the motors. Unless we had a neutral section. Probably a neutral section, I'll be honest. Where's the dog? Where'd the dog come from? Was that just me or was there a dog? I'm sure I heard a dog. You know, these days it seems really weird to see a train pass like that and to see the end of the carriage and just to see a door on the end. It's very odd to see that like that, but that's how it was. These days we're familiar with you know, trains having power cards on either end, of course. It always makes me go, oh yeah, And then, of course, I remember my childhood, which, of course, did have a lot of trains that were, you know, loco hauled for a degree of time. Of course, we had the HSTs and things. So, 55 miles to go. Carlisle, our last stop, our only stop. Now, not Oxenholme, none of the others. We are a fast service all the way up. We can really open it up a little bit now. Another one coming the other way with a steel rolls or something on it. Freight train. I haven't done a freight run on here yet, I don't think. I really should spend more time with this game other than just like the once or twice a week that I do get on it. Should play it a lot more. I used to play it a lot, like all the time. Yeah. The problem, you get busy, and then when you find a moment, you sit down and play a game that is easy to get into without taking lots of time. Finding time to have, you know, an hour and a half or 2 hours to run a couple of routes doesn't often happen. I should try and make more time, I think. I'm pressing the wrong key. It's like, why can't I go in a cab? I'm pressing the wrong button. There we are. We do have double yellows and things coming up, so I'll be aware of those. At this point, I put the controller down. I'm just sitting here chilling out and relaxing to a point. You know, I put the controller down on the arm of my chair, and I'm just chatting to you guys, talking nonsense, you know, as it were, until I need to do something. Which these high-speed runs, I've got to be honest, sometimes, you know, you can do that. You can kind of be a bit more chilled about it. And we have got yellows coming up, so we will keep an eye on that. Green, double yellows and a red. We should probably think about managing our speed just in case. We shall see what happens. Try and concentrate now. Pick the controller back up. Only downside to high-speed runs, nothing to really do. Yeah, for a long period of time, there's not a lot to happen. But I've done a lot of commuter runs recently. I've played a lot of Wales and Mildmay on and off between sort of playing farming sim and other stuff. So I thought, you know, we'll do a high-speed run. As much as I probably prefer the commuter stuff. It is nice to get on a high-speed run every now and then. But you're right, there's not a lot to do. I am concerned that that red signal keeps creeping. I feel like we may be following a slower service. Do you have a speed limit coming up? We will go down to 100 just because we have that speed limit approaching. And I'm cautious of that red signal as well. "45 miles to go." We are starting to climb. We'll give some more power to the loco. Reminds me, if Wednesday streams are back on, I'm not available for the next two. Riley's pre-op this coming Wednesday, then the op the following. That is absolutely fine, Jason. It really does depend on what's happening with the referendum stuff, and if there's a meeting, which they have been running on Wednesday, but they've not said there was one this week. I didn't receive a message about one, so I went, right, well, nobody's messaged me to say there's a meeting, so I'll stream. So it really is a bit ad hoc at the moment, really. I don't really know until sort of mid-afternoon if I'm going to stream or not. I wish they would be a bit more sort of open with when the meetings are. I suppose I could have messaged and found out if there was one. We'll see. I may have messages sitting waiting for me, I'll be honest. But yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. As I've always said, and as you've always said to me, family and health and stuff comes first. So you've got to do what you've got to do. try and pick our speed up a little bit. We are going up this hill and slowing down. I was just trying to play it a little bit cautious because of the signals, but I think we may be okay. Let's see what happens. "39 miles remaining now." We are knocking the miles off. I do need to slow down to 85. Pick up our speed a little bit. Up to 85, we are going uphill again. Let's have a look at the map and see whereabouts we are. So we're not quite at Shap yet, I don't believe. It's up there somewhere, isn't it? We're a little way off yet, I think. Oh. I'm going to take my watch off. It's making my skin itch. The strap. I might need to change the strap out. I think these rubber straps make my skin very, very itchy. And yeah, might need to just change the strap out for a less sweaty, heat-inducing one. Samsung watch, I can just pop the straps off nice and easy. I do have another strap here somewhere. See if I can find it whilst we're driving this train. I'm not getting distracted, I promise. In fact, right, it was here. It was here the other day. He says throwing, there it is, right there, throwing stuff around. Okay, pop that one off. And that one as well. They pop off really easily, these straps. It's very, very handy. Pop that in there like Well, I say it very easily, but you know, you need to press the button on the rear of the strap. If you have just joined the stream, thank you for joining. You're very welcome as well. Do say hello in the chat if you haven't already said so. You are more than welcome. We are slowing down ever so slightly. I don't know why. Let's pick up our speed again. We are 39 miles. Free watching apparently. Yes. We are 39 miles from Carlisle on the West Coast Main Line over Shap. Train to World 5. There's the motorway there. Up to 80 now. So we must be near the summit, surely. Where is the summit? Where? Perhaps not. What's that one? Harrison Sidings. Don't forget, this is your second attempt. Of course, this is our second attempt. Thank you for reminding me, Jason. Where is Shap? I'm going to use the pause menu map and see where we are. Shap Summit. We are coming up to Shap Summit. Harrison Sidings. So yeah, we're coming up to Shap Summit on the line. In fact, we're climbing it now. We are climbing up to the summit on this run. The second run, we did spad at Lancaster, the first stop on our first run. So yes, Jason has clipped it earlier on in the stream, so I'm sure it'll be around there somewhere. So we are climbing up. We are almost at the summit. Top of the hills. I'm very curious. I'm going to ask Google a question about summits and things. Of course it's Scarfell Pike. It's the highest summit in England, but Shap is not one of the highest summits, but it is pretty high. Up to 105 we can travel now. I was getting distracted there, wasn't I? I do apologise. So we will accelerate. Up to our maximum speed to cover the last 34 miles of this route. As Nightbot says, welcome to the stream. Sit back, relax and enjoy the mayhem. Well, there's not been much mayhem apart from one spat early on. Positive vibes only. Remember, run fast, laugh hard, be kind. Just attempting to finish your run. Fair enough. On the SNG, on the Royal Greninja, yeah? Fair enough. It's actually a 2-hour run, or whatever. I mean, I'd imagine it probably is a 2-hour run, yeah. I have to have a look. I'm going flat out. I've got the throttle wide open. I'm only doing 91. We are going up that big gradient now. With the Cumbrian hillside rolling away either side of us. Great part of the country it is. Lovely part of the country. No, only an hour. I just kept getting stopped. Okay. Imagine living there. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Oh, speeding slightly. Well, it depends how much you like trains, I suppose. If you don't like trains, then no, you probably wouldn't want to live there. "29 miles remaining on our run to Carlisle, and we are at 24 minutes past 8. Real time, not game time, of course. So whether we'll have time for another run after our early fail, I don't know. We'll see. We may be able to do a branch line run from Morecambe or something, just to round out the evening. Like I say, the route was chosen by members of my Discord. If you aren't in the Discord and you want to be, then the link is floating around somewhere. Nightbot will drop it most likely in a second or so. So yes, you're always welcome to come into the Discord, the more the merrier. And if you are watching this back on demand, as is the way, Discord. I don't know if that comes up with anything. It's not set up. It might be a thing. There you go. Nightbot's done it. I had a feeling Nightbot was about to do it. That's why I said it. So the link is there. Nightbot has helpfully shared it. Jason did try, but I've obviously not set up the command correctly. Do I have to add command perms in chat? Possibly, Jason. Yeah. I'll have a look at it when I've got a moment. Is it not that one? No. Obviously, it's not that command either. I should have command privileges, surely. I need to have a look at Nightbot and set that back up, or Streamlabs, or Stream Elements, or whichever one is linked to the command. How strange. It was set up. I'll sort it out for next week, or the week after, or whatever. I'll get it sorted. We are speeding slightly. Oh, thank you, Jason. Sorted. Right?
Just to let you know so you're aware, I've got some toilet roll coming.
Right, okay.
We've got having it.
Ah, brilliant, thank you, Nightbot. Maybe we can be friends again. Yeah, you and Nightbot have had a famous falling out. Many moons ago, wasn't it? You timed each other out, I think. Was that on Twitch, wasn't it? Gosh, I remember. Had a big fallout. We are quite severely speeding. 10 miles an hour over the limit. 11 mile an hour over the limit. Now let's slow ourselves down. Yeah, on Twitch. Can be a bit power happy at times. Who? You or Nightbot? I think you're probably both a bit power happy at times, aren't you? No. Nightbot definitely. Nightbot likes to go on a power trip. Wow. It's all banter, Jason, you know it is. It's all banter. Enjoy League One. Exactly. See what I mean? You've always got a comeback. Just like Plymouth. We'll have a comeback. We'll be back in the championship in due course. Enjoy League One. We will enjoy League One. We won't have to face you lot. Dirty scummers. League 2 first. I don't think so. This is what happens, you see. Just throw banter at each other.
It's not delivered.
What? Okay.
Didn't knock on the blinking door.
The doorbell's not working.
Yeah, but didn't even knock on the door. Just left it outside.
Brilliant. I need to charge the doorbell up again. It's because I changed the settings, so it's running out a lot quicker. I need to change the settings back, I think. sort it. I'll sort it tomorrow. I'll charge it tomorrow. No point charging it now.
Melly. Yep.
The only problem with having it be battery powered and not plugged into the mains or anything is it needs
For you,
constant
tomorrow.
bloody charging.
Okay? It's just a Surtees yogurt, strawberry one. What, do you want to give Daddy a kiss for me? Just kiss him good night.
Yeah.
That's fine. Ooh. It's gonna be a turn.
Ooh, lovely. Thank you.
Night, Dada.
Night, night, Dad.
Good night. I shall enjoy that in a bit. Cadbury dairy milk with Biscoff. Lovely. So it's warm. How hot is it? 18 degrees still. So what have we got? 12 minutes to go 18 miles. I think we'll be alright. Oh. So with the lunchtime streams, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see if there's any interest in perhaps potentially doing streams maybe between 11 and 1, like sort of early lunchtime sort of period, just to see, this is Oxenholt, just to see what the interest is in sort of me playing different games to the usual playing with trains, playing, you know, games we wouldn't normally do on the channel, just to try and gauge where the interest is really. I'm thinking about perhaps putting the my unfinished business series, putting that on the lunchtime streams, and just seeing what the interest is. If there's no interest, then I won't do it. But you know, I generally have a bit of time during the day to actually do a stream and stuff. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll try it for a little bit. We'll do a trial period and see what happens. Like I say, we've got a great number of games that we could potentially finish in the collection, unfinished games, backlog games, older games that we have not maybe played in a long time. So we'll certainly, sorry, I belched in the middle of that sentence and almost lost my voice. So yeah, we'll explore that, I think. That's what we did today. We tested it by playing a new game called The Precinct, but maybe we'll look at doing it as a showcase of perhaps older games that we've all forgotten about but we love all the same. I don't know. We'll look into it. Anyway, 15 miles to go to Carlisle. We haven't had much of a change of weather. We are running in the middle of May, of course. So it has got, oh, it's 5th of June 1986, that's why. So we've got summer weather. I didn't think about setting it to today's date, did I? I should have done. I don't know why it set it to 5th of June. Yeah. Nice straight run all the way up to Carlisle, 14 miles remaining. It is nice to do a high-speed run every now and then, but as Jason said earlier, there isn't a lot to do with them because you're driving quite big distances with not very much happening. I mean, but they are just good as a little sort of, I don't know, a palate cleanser between commuter services or something, maybe. Who knows? Depends how you play the game, of course. It is completely up to you how you play it, within reason. Just going to apply a little bit of braking, just to bring us just below the speed limit. "12 miles in a little under 10 minutes. I think we'll be alright. Assen next. I like the Dutch route, but it's so damn dead and boring at times. Yeah. It makes me wonder if it's another one of those routes that they could build on and maybe add more locos. I don't know much about the Dutch routes or what locos and units they have. I'm assuming the two on there are typical of that route. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? 6.9 miles to go. Some lovely cows on my right hand side. It does make me want to jump back on Farming Sim, seeing the farmland rolling by. But maybe I'll jump on that at the end of the stream, maybe, or a bit more of the precinct. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm speeding. Sorry, I looked at my phone. I got distracted. This is the problem, you see. I get easily distracted by something and forget what it was I was actually doing. We should look at that later. I don't think I've got ADHD, but who knows, I could very well be on the spectrum somewhere. It would explain quite a bit. I'm not going to lie. It would explain an awful lot. But, yeah. Cat's awake. I fear I may be about to be bothered by the cat. 2 miles remaining. We will need to watch our speed. So we're coming to Carlisle. We've got a 75 coming up, and then a 20 mile an hour limit. There we go. So the 20 warning has happened. So we will start to bring our speed down. Well, the 20 is for those diverging lines, but we do have a 20 coming up, let's be honest. Quite rapidly approaching Carlisle with the sheds on the right of us. There's a Gronk over there. We will get down to 20. There's the neutral section. Fortunately, the power was off anyway. Normally it would trip and you need to power off and then do something else, go back into power. The power was off, so I didn't need to worry too much about the neutral section. There's the end. Or is that another neutral section? I can't remember. I think that's the end. I'll be corrected, I'm sure. We got there some 40s. Yeah. We are only around about a minute late coming into Carlisle, or actually stopping at Carlisle. It's not too bad at all, really. Within acceptable parameters, although Jason might not think so. It is within acceptable parameters, I suppose. Need to be careful here. I do not want to spad and waste the best part of an hour and a half or so. I'm going to stop there. That red signal is not me, that's for that line there. And I could go forward a bit more, but I'm going to play it safe because I know what my track record is like for spadding. It's not good at all. And all of the train is on the platform. I'd like to think that all of the train is on the platform. We shall have a look. Oh no, apparently not. So yeah, we should have gone forwards a bit. That rear carriage is not on the platform. Alright. So we've got another 87 there. A passenger train. We've got a 101. We've got R87. Do we have any other trains here at Carlisle? No. So ours is going to Glasgow Central. We're not going to Glasgow Central. That is it. It is London Euston to Glasgow Central. That route, that run, full length. But we don't do that because we haven't got a full length route. We have 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes remaining. Shall we have a look and see if we have a service? Little short. Yeah, it was a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I was being cautious because I saw that red signal and then realised that red signal is for the middle line, not the line that I'm on. I need to remember that. But I was also being cautious because I didn't want to spat after what was essentially a good run. I just didn't want to waste everyone's time by spatting at the end. So yeah. Let's have a look. We'll wait for it to load. We'll have a look and see if we can find a shortest service. You didn't want it clipping, you mean? Well, that as well. Let's have a look. Choose the route. West Coast Main Line. Do we have a short-ish service? 12-minute service from Lancaster to Morecambe or Morecambe to Lancaster. Let's go Morecambe to Lancaster. Let's do that one. We're going to set it to today's date. Which is of course the 14th of May. And we will be the driver. And we'll do a quick sort of 12-minute service from Morecambe to Lancaster with the 101. Right, let's jump into it. So, we want power. We want that on, and it's under the seat here, isn't it? And headlights and everything. Headlights white. Headlight white. We want the switch. The key is over there. Unlock doors. I'll do that in a minute. We'll set the destination blind to the correct place. And there is Morecambe with the hotel. She's a beauty. Yeah, Morecambe is very pretty, isn't it? There's a Ferris wheel over there. But it is actually going round as well. I can't help but think that they borrowed the roller coaster asset from the Blackpool route, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe it's a different asset, but it looks very similar. Lock the doors. We are good to go, I believe. We are in first. Yep, we are in first. Brakes. Brakes would help. There we are. Release the brakes. We are speeding. I was getting too happy about driving the 101. You broke it. I didn't. I didn't broke it. I had the brakes on. So I suppose I did broke it. Or break it. Oh dear. We've had the bingo already, Jason. We already broke the train earlier on, remember? Bear Lane. The next stop. Is it only Bear Lane? Yeah, it's only Bear Lane, isn't it? Crashed on you going into Groningen? Oh no. That was an alright stop. Perhaps I should drive to 101 more often. Should that barrier be up when a train's in a station like that? I've no idea. I would have thought not. Maybe they think it's okay. I don't know. The signal box is right there. They can see the train has stopped, so I'd imagine they've decided that it's okay for the traffic to go through. Who really knows? Right, lock the doors. We want to pull away in first. Now it's crashed your PC. Oh God. Is it anything to do with any mods that you've got? Is that potentially the problem, or is it just the PC? Or? I reckon it was God mode. I was playing with it just before it crashed. We've taken the fog off. There you go. It's a problem with mods. Sometimes everything works. You install loads of them and it works and there's no problems. And then you go and add one more, or you change one setting and the whole lot breaks. I've had it recently with Farming Sim. I had loads of mods installed. I installed precision farming, as you know, and it broke the game. So I've had to remove all the mods for a minute, remove precision farming, and then I discovered that actually all I needed to do was restart my save, like start with a clean save, which is annoying. Start with a clean save, and it's been working fine with all my mods installed and precision farming. It's just annoying that I've had to start my farm over again. Fortunately, I took enough screenshots of my farm to rebuild it, to just rebuild it from how it was before I had to restart. So I've been rebuilding the farm, and I didn't get too far in through the seasons to worry too much about it. I'd stopped playing Farming Sim for a long time, and then obviously I decided, no, do you know what? I really fancy getting back into it, and I have been. We can go up to 70. We're cruising along at 30, but we have got that yellow signal. We'll gear up. Talking of fog, Jason, we've got some fog rolling in now as we approach Lancaster. bad signal creeping up on us. I will start to apply the brake. Just because I think we're approaching that junction, aren't we, joining the main line, so we're expected to stop. So we'll move up to the signal there, to signal there. Has gone yellow, that's fine, we can pass. Over the river, heading to Lancaster. Oh. I didn't realise it was going down to 20, of course it is. We'll just move the train forwards a bit more. There we go. That's alright. That's alright. Those buffers always look closer when you're in the cab, and then you look outside and you think, I had miles of room. But they look really close. Very, very misleading. There we are. Quite the size, Buckeyes. Yeah. There we go. So we had an early failed run. We spat at Lancaster, and then we had a good run and another good run there. So 2 good runs tonight. That's good. Not bad for a comeback. Hopefully, all being well, I shall see you on the next one. Hopefully next week. Maybe more content to come from me as well. Certainly going to explore the lunchtime streams. Thank you everyone who popped in. There's 4 of you here at the moment as I'm beginning to wind down for the evening. I thank you all for joining. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. Very much helps me and the channel out. I shall see you on the next one. Alright. Take care for now. Bye bye.